Welcome to Istanbul, a city where ancient empires echo through domes and palaces, where east meets west, and every street holds centuries of stories. In this video, we'll take you on a 2-day journey through the heart of this magnificent city, visiting some of its most iconic landmarks. With just 48 hours, we'll show you how to experience Istanbul's rich history, architecture, and culture, one step at a time. Day 1. Ancient Wonders of the Old City. We begin at the Hippodrome of Constantinople, once the bustling social hub of the Byzantine Empire. Built in the 3rd century AD, this grand oval arena could hold up to 100,000 spectators who gathered to watch thrilling chariot races and imperial ceremonies.
Quite a difference.
So we're in the Hippodrome area, and we're looking at the different monuments. That one behind me is the youngest one by the Germans. And in the forward here is the obelisk that's 3,000 years old. That fountain back there behind me is only about 150 years old. So you can see the expanse area of this Hippodrome area. The Hippodrome is below these streets. They covered it up.
I mean, today we have that much technology. We have a chance to find some
Though only fragments of the original structure remain, you can still see the obelisk of Theodosius, brought from Egypt over 3,500 years ago, the serpent column, a trophy from ancient Greece, and the walled obelisk, a silent sentinel to centuries past. Standing here, it's easy to imagine the thunder of hooves, the roar of the crowd, and the glory of Constantinople in its heyday. Just across from the Hippodrome is the majestic Blue Mosque, or Sultan Ahmed Mosque, an architectural masterpiece commissioned by Sultan Ahmed I in the early 17th century. Its nickname comes from the over 20,000 hand-painted blue Iznik tiles that adorn its interior walls, creating a heavenly ambiance of light and color. The mosque features 6 towering minarets, a rare design choice at the time, rivaling even the Great Mosque of Mecca. As you step inside, you're enveloped by intricate arabesques, high domes, and quiet reverence. Despite being a major tourist attraction, it remains an active place of worship, blending spirituality and artistry in one breathtaking space.
As you see the blue circle over there, the God name, Allah.
Allah.
And then, Prophet name, Muhammad. After Muhammad died, of course, Islamic State, they need one more leader. They choose Abu Bakr, Omar, Osman, Ali are these all leaders. Ali married with the Muhammad daughter. Ali at the same time the cousin of Muhammad, and Muhammad had the 2 grandsons, Hussein and Hassan. They die very early, young. I mean the 10th. And then Islam divided 2 parts. Today, the Persians, I mean the Iran, Shia, Turks, Sunni. We are Sunni. We are not divided like Christianity, Catholic and Orthodox. We all, believe the same God. We all pray the same style. We believe the Quran. If you ask me what's the difference between the Shia and the Sunni, I can say that briefly, these all leaders equal. I cannot say that Omar is better than the Osman. We told you yesterday, we don't know who is the best Muslim. But Ali, part of the Muhammad family, because of that, they supported Ali little different.
So now we exited the mosque, put our shoes on, and we're now in the courtyard area. It's kind of nice and sunny out here today. It's going to be a little bit cooler and windier, but you can see as we go around the minarets there, and then we
walk around and you can see the big courtyard with all the arches. And then those domes up on top there all are lead, is what the safe says. They're doing some restoration up here. And then again, as we go around, more minarets and then more arches and things. A lot of people here today. But at least it's not crowded like during the heat of the tourist season.
Next is the Hagia Sophia, one of the most awe-inspiring buildings in the world. Originally built as a Christian basilica by Emperor Justinian in 537 AD, it held the title of the world's largest cathedral for nearly 1,000 years. Its massive dome, a marvel of engineering, seems to float effortlessly above the central nave, supported by hidden architectural genius. Over the centuries, Hagia Sophia transitioned from a church to a mosque after the Ottoman conquest in 1453, then to a museum, and now functions as a mosque once again. Inside you'll find shimmering Byzantine mosaics depicting Jesus, Mary, and the saints alongside Islamic calligraphy, a rare and beautiful harmony of the two great civilizations under one roof.
Hagia Sophia, or Santa Sophia, or Hagia Sophia. How you want, we can tell.
Okay. But not Hagia Sophia.
Not Hagia.
Hagia Sophia.
Not like a Haji.
Yeah.
The period one empire was down and the other was born. Easy. What is marble?
Why is it so easy?
No, today I'm but
No.
don't think about that.
No.
And after that marble door, everything the way suddenly changed. We have a chance to give you more white clay.
Oh yeah.
White plus white. Today we use camera phone for keep the photo. Before phone we use the album photography. Every family have still. Before that album, if you are emperor, they use these all white as the album. Private family area, emperor family area. Like the sultan, the pray area, so special here, just the family part, now we're that way. All the different time. We will see a few mosaics they did. That's back 11th century, 13th century, 10th century. Why? Because of earthquake, fire, lightning. Today, if you donate the money a place, they put your nice picture on the wall for the text. Same lady. Can you see the queen? King, you hold the money. Show I donate the money to this area. And then they put for thanks their mosaics here.
That is a big door. So the altar is right here.
Up yeah, on the right side.
Yeah. That's supposed to be an easel.
the seraphim angel. Four seraphim angel. I thought this is the biggest dome in the world at that time. All those big dome.
So they still use this as a mosque today.
Now, yeah.
But they left the Christianity
Okay.
in different places.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the original.
We have more.
Hidden beneath the bustling streets of Sultanahmet lies one of Istanbul's most mysterious landmarks, the Basilica Cistern. Commissioned by Emperor Justinian in the 6th century, this vast underground reservoir once stored over 80,000 cubic meters of water, supplying the Great Palace and other nearby buildings. Walkways now lead visitors through a forest of 336 marble columns, many recycled from earlier Roman temples. Dim lighting, the sound of dripping water, and flickering reflections give the space a hauntingly beautiful atmosphere. Don't miss the Medusa heads placed curiously at the base of 2 columns, a nod to myth and mystery still debated by historians today.
So we're now in the Basilica Cisterns. Just got in through the entrance. And you can see down here, you can see right down to the water with all the coins. Nice and cool down here.
Still this page we learn many things. The Romans, the Constantinople, the capital here, they built this unique city and strong wall. Nothing to find you more.
No.
Some sisters use breathing hall, someone as a mosque, someone restaurant, someone the lobby of hotel. Wow.
Attention!
Just beautiful one tree, one is so small nothing to use it. And the other one the house size of here, but just inside the full of color.
Just 3.5 days ago, Istanbul experienced a 6.2 magnitude earthquake. Saif, our guide's going to describe his experience on that day.
3 or 4 days ago, as you know, the earthquake happened
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Just I stayed with my guest just over there. I was here.
Inside.
Did you feel it?
Of course.
Well, we talked to somebody who was down here,
Yeah.
and she said that they didn't feel a thing.
I check around, nobody say, oh, the earthquake, but I feel.
Yeah.
Really. There's somebody like it, they will pull me like that
Yeah.
suddenly. And then my guest say, from the Germany here, something wrong, say, I say, yes, earthquake happened, but don't worry. I always say that before the earthquake, many times earthquake happened, but still safer than my house.
Sure.
I always say that this, and it happens, real. And don't worry. Still
It's been here for many years.
Just 1 or 2 minutes we stay just at that corner, and then they take you to the street, and you open the door.
Everybody leaves. Yeah.
Jellyfish looking things.
For example, the next year, you will see the different art here.
Jellyfish.
Just 5 years ago, the
Well, I would think if this is remarkable, it's really.
yeah. Want to see the I show you first photograph. Do you want to see the first CV before you enter the old company and you give your CV? I check your education and look at the behind the columns. As you see, we have a chance to see some like a calligraphy over there.
Like a letter T
Yeah,
and a P.
P and P.
Okay.
It's a sign of the master. If you're gonna give me the business as a call, for example, I say let's visit the Basilica Cistern or 4. The fifth one, my phone.
So now on the back end of the cisterns, now looking back at the full length of it, and it's much darker. Here you can see the green light on the video appears really well, but when you're actually here, it's quite dark in this room. So from one end to the other, maybe a couple of football field lengths. And in the width, maybe the width of it is about a football field length. One of the Medusa heads that's on its side. And there's the entire column. And as we approach the column next to it, now you'll see the other head that's upside down. So here in this corner, when the light is right, the shadow of Medusa's head appears in the back wall there. And there's Medusa. And then the water's around it. Something else here coming up on the right. Lights come on now, and all of this used to be filled up with water all the way to the top. This was just a one big water tank in here for the people in Istanbul, and these columns were recycled from other places that were demolished and reused here. So they were able to build this in just over 2 years.
Day 2, Ottoman grandeur and Bosphorus beauty. Begin day 2 at Topkapi Palace, the political and administrative heart of the Ottoman Empire for nearly 4 centuries. Constructed shortly after the conquest of Constantinople in 1453, this sprawling palace complex once housed generations of sultans, their families, courtiers, and elite guards. Explore the Imperial Gate, first and second courtyards, the Imperial Harem, and the Sacred Chamber of Holy Relics. Here you'll see artifacts such as the Prophet Muhammad's cloak and sword, priceless jewels like the Topkapi dagger, and the world-renowned spoonmaker's diamond. The palace offers stunning views over the Bosphorus and Golden Horn, making it easy to see why its location was chosen for a symbol of imperial power and prestige.
The gods send the message to the prophet, where he find on the right later, and where he find he start to write. And sometimes the God send the direct message, sometimes message about the during of the prophet life. And one day one rude man, everybody talk about the one man. He said the prophet, one. He worried about it. Very rude man. But many people talk about Muhammad. He said the God, Allah. Okay, he said, I want to visit the And when he reached the Muhammad time, and he asked the house of about the 16th century, so lecture.
Yeah.
So these 2 baths are for the mother?
This bath only for mother.
Yeah.
And the next one we have one more, and that one sultans.
So why does the mother get 2 baths?
No, mother has just one. Suddenly changed it, like in parties area.
Party time.
Yeah, and the girl played the instrument, the top, and the teenage police. Yes, that time I said no dancing. Yes, now stop this. If you the real Ottoman stuff.
It's interesting that it's an adjacent room to this one.
Yeah.
There are 2 different styles and
Maybe they added
expense.
For, I see it, maybe 500.
Okay.
It was the same here, but we do period the full period.
Yeah, got it.
And the Sultan, what I say, they have no dinner, living room, so the Sultan sleep here. When he wake up, and they breakfast here. After we are just a half of the
So now we're outside after looking at a bunch of different sultan rooms in the courtyard.
Swimming pool?
Yes, lady.
It's not very deep.
And then how do they keep the water warm? Must be cold.
Yeah, let me show the.
Oh, cold.
Yeah.
So the water would come down, they would heat up or stay cold during the marble,
Not that.
and then it would come down here.
to water to down the hole.
Yeah, warmed it up.
Warm.
The Sultan's office.
Like a fountain on tap here. For springtime, not need to go far from here, get the bush. You know that one master, wooden master, finally
We're out here on the terrace. Wow, it's really windy today, too. Very nice. Okay, there's the wall. The old original city wall.
here was the last station for any maybe you're gonna say use original or not. This is holy things for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because of that, yeah. I believe that. Not the stuff of
So in this room's got things of the Prophet Muhammad, his hair, his footprints, box with his things. Baghdad Pavilion. Pearl inlay in here. The throne of Sultan Mahmud II.
Next, head north along the Bosphorus to the 19th century Dolmabahçe Palace. In stark contrast to the older Topkapi, Dolmabahçe Palace reflects the opulence and modernization of the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. In stark contrast to the older Topkapi, Dolmabahçe Palace reflects the opulence and modernization of the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. Completed in 1856 under Sultan Abdülmecid I, this palace was designed in a European style, blending Baroque, Rococo, and neoclassical elements with traditional Ottoman architecture. Inside you'll find crystal chandeliers from Bohemia, gold-gilded ceilings, Italian marble staircases, and silken draperies fit for royalty. The palace boasts 285 rooms, 46 halls, and the world's largest Bohemian crystal chandelier weighing over 4.5 tons. It was also the final residence of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of modern Turkey, who died here in 1938. His room has been preserved exactly as it was, draped in respect and national pride.
So now we've exited the harem. harem and going to one of the ornate entrances into this court area. This is where the Sultan comes in and comes down into the garden here in the entrance to the building. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. In just 2 days, you've walked through millennia of history, from Ottoman chariot races to Byzantine cathedrals, Ottoman palaces, and Islamic artistry. Istanbul is not just a city, it's a living museum, a cultural bridge, and a treasure trove for any traveler. We hope you watch our other Istanbul videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.